All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It is Saturday, August 24th. We have 3 MLB plays coming your way in today's video. Normally, we're going through each and every game on the slate. I'm breaking it down, giving you my lean on the side, giving you my lean on the total, and talking about any other plays. But when we are on the road, we do a hybrid version, and I just give you my favorite plays of the day. So we got 3 coming your way today in 2 separate games here. In terms of last night, didn't have the best night here. We have not had many of these as of late, but a 1-3 night, the Rangers Guardian, and it was only a half-unit win. Cashes for us, that nerfy. Their under in the first 5 does not cash. The Braves' first 5 run line doesn't cash. And then Francisco Lindor had 1 of 2 hits for the Mets yesterday, so they scored 0 runs. So he had no RBIs. He had no runs. He did have 1 hit, and it was 1 of 2 for the entire team. But you know what? Windshields are bigger than rearview mirrors for a reason. We say that all the time. Let's move ahead. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Appreciate all of the support, even when we are on the road and everything like that. I say that all the time, but I mean it each and every time. So let's get into play number 1 here. We're looking at the Cardinals and the Twins. I'm going with another first 5 under. We didn't cash this with the Rangers and Guardians yesterday, but I do like it here today. We have Sonny Gray and Pablo Lopez listed to start, and I like both of these guys in the spot. In fact, St. Louis has been absolutely cashing their first 5 unders as of late. I think it's like 4 or 5 straight. But again, back to Sonny Gray and Pablo Lopez. I love the matchup here for them going up against these offenses. In fact, even in some decent sample size against the current guys on these rosters, both of these pitchers have performed. So we'll start with Sonny Gray here. Career against the Minnesota Twins roster. So the guys that are on the team right now, 60 plate appearances, a strikeout rate of over 30%, an average against of 154, expected batting average against of 204, with a WOBA of 210 and an ex-WOBA of 264. So pretty damn good. And then Pablo Lopez is right in the same seat as him right there. Career versus St. Louis Cardinals roster, 56 plate appearances against, a K rate of 25%, an average against of 185, a WOBA of 211, and then an expected batting average and an expected WOBA of 245 and 280. So 2 good pitchers that should be in two different good spots here, pitching on the same day in the same game. Give me the first 5 under here. Neither one of these offenses is all that scary right now. The Twins, obviously a very good offense, but against Sonny Gray, I feel like they should be dwarfed a little bit. And then when you look at the St. Louis side of things, really nothing that makes me shake in my boots. So I think this is a spot in which both pitchers have their ability. I know I get some crap sometimes because I believe in Pablo Lopez, and people think he's I say he's a really good pitcher, which I think he is. Earlier in the year, people are starting to fall off his bandwagon and all that. I still think that he is in a good spot against the Cardinals today. So even if the Twins put up a decent number because they are the better team, I'm trusting that the Cardinals do not come through and score, more than 2 or hopefully not even 3 runs in the first 5. So under 4.5 in the first 5 for this game. All right, now we're going to move on to the next game. I have 2 plays in this game. I guess they're kind of correlated, but putting a full unit on each of them. Starting it off with the Tigers' first 5 run line, minus 0.5. Definitely going with a listed pitcher spot here as well because it is Tariq Skubal going up against this god-awful Chicago team. So what more do I have to say other than the best pitcher, or one of the best pitchers for sure in the league, going up against the best, or at least the worst, or one of the worst offenses in the league. Now you have Skubal. He has 78 plate appearances against his current roster, 205 average against, an expected batting average against is 230, WOBA of 255, or expected WOBA of 255, a real WOBA of 213. So I like his spot overall, which kind of correlates right into our next play. And this is kind of juiced at minus 165, but I couldn't get 4.5. Kept saying was not available because that was for plus money. Don't mind if you can get under 4.5. It's allowed for Skubal, but I could only get 5.5, which was slightly juiced. But again, these 2 plays kind of correlate. I think that Skubal's going to have a fantastic spot here against Chicago. I think the last time he pitched, he allowed 0 runs, which meant not a lot of hits either. Decent spot here. But again, if you can get 4.5 hits allowed, I really don't mind that. But unfortunately, it disappeared as I was trying to place it. So, I like under 5.5 hits even more in terms of a number, but you're paying a little bit of juice. But overall, this is such a bad White Sox team that it just does not make any sense to be all over them, right? So then you start looking into it, and I was like, well, the Tigers have not been all that great. We're kind of getting good prices here for the best pitcher on the mound, you know what I mean? So that's where I come from. So give me Skubal under 5.5 hits, as well as, again, pop it up on the screen again, the I just said again like 10 times again. But the Tigers' first 5-run line at minus 0.5. That's going to be at minus 145 over on DraftKings. But all right, 3 plays there. Keep an eye on the pin comment for any ads or anything like that. I will be at and in a wedding today, so I doubt we're going to be doing much more research throughout the day. So hopefully these 3 look good. We have a little bit better of a night than we did last night. 2 nights ago we sweep. We followed up with a 1-3 night, just giving that all back. But you know what? It is what it is. That is sports betting. Quick video today, guys. If you made it this far into the video, go ahead and comment 5. You made it 5 minutes in. Appreciate you guys, like I always say. And we'll catch you guys in the next one, all right? Peace out.